Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot Channel, everyone. And I hope everybody is doing well today. I am the host of this channel. For those that are new, please make sure that you are subscribed. You can hit that subscribe button down below. Um, all of your energy will flow freely throughout the messages that I bring on this channel and my other two channels. I do read for all 12 signs on She Reads Tarot. The link is below. And then on Tarot Talk Live, I read for celebrity news, current events, gossip, true stuff, conspiracy theories, all of the like, okay, and other topics. Please go and check that out. And that we are going to be going live on that channel soon, you guys. All right. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just going to be pretty much a talking head on that channel. Okay. So, yeah. So come and check me out. Okay. I'm a little nerved about it, but I'm also very excited because it's the whole purpose for that channel in the first place. So go and check me out on Tarot Talk Live. The link is below. All right. I do a monthly giveaway. Okay. I usually announce the winners around the first, somewhere between the 1st and the 15th. I did just announce the monthly winners the other day. You can go and check out that live. The everything that I give away in the monthly giveaway is in the description box below. You do have to be subscribed to the channel, however, in order to participate. Also, I do a weekly drawing for a 3-question reading. Okay, so I choose 3 subscribers. Hashtag win in the comment section of all of the videos that you happen to watch that you see me upload, and I will enter your name in the drawing. Friday is the day that I announce the winners. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go live and I'm going to announce the winners for this week. All right. So please put your notifications on. Hashtag win in the comment section so that you can be notified or have your name entered in the drawing. And also make sure you turn your notifications on. All right. So you can be notified when I do go live, because I will be taking your questions. If anyone is interested, $11.11. Okay, is the starting rate, because I really haven't gone live much. So I know I have to grow out here in these YouTube streets. So as I grow, I am giving you the low on the pricing. Okay, so please take advantage. My 1-question readings are $25. Okay, so $11.11 is less than half of what I charge my regular clientele that is not a YouTube cohort. Okay, so just go and check out the website. However, I am running a sale for the rest of the month. If you would like to book a reading with me, the link to my website is below. And the coupon code is Easter. Okay, so from, I believe it was like yesterday at midnight, all the way through the 1st of, well, up to the 1st of April, then you can use the discount. Okay, and it is for everything on the website that is $25, that is above $25. So everything 25 and below, regular price. Okay, so the 1-question readings are still $11.11. Okay, however, my $77.77 ratings, those are 50% off with that coupon code. So don't forget, Easter, EASTER. Okay? All right. Go to the website, check it out. I have activated it, so it does work. If you have any issues, just send me an email and I will respond right away. But yeah. All right. So, what are we about to do? Because I have this oracle box out for a reason, y'all. But first, I was channeling some energy before this. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. If I did, oh well, I'll remind you guys later. But you guys, make sure you like this video. Okay, like the video, you guys. Show some support to your girl. Okay, all right. I work hard for y'all for free. Okay. Not really for free. Y'all do something for me just by being here, okay? And stopping by, dropping in. I don't care if it's 3 minutes of your time. I don't care if it's 30 minutes. I don't care if it's an hour and 20 minutes and 33 seconds. Whatever it is, I'm blessed and grateful and honored. So thank you. All of it helps. All of it is in support, okay? Period. But please drop a like, all right? Just let me know you were here, all right? All right. It's just respectful. But anyway, y'all don't need no lecture tonight. What you do need is a lesson. And the lesson that y'all need to hear tonight, you guys, because I was channeling this energy long before this, and I decided I was going to bring this into this reading because it's important. But the lesson for today is that you cannot be trauma bonded, okay, if you are not bonded to the trauma, okay, or if you're unbothered by the trauma bonder. You see what I'm saying? It takes two to tango, basically. Cancer is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you're completely unbothered by someone, you are not going to be trauma bonded by them. And narcissists will use a situation to pull you back into their I just want to say their trap. Okay, just say like you're a little deer. Okay, a little fawn, and there's a trap set. You know what I mean? And you know, there you are. You're just kind of like vulnerable to this, and the narcissist knows it. They're just waiting for you to go ahead and step your foot right into the trap. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, it's kind of common when you are connected to the person that is luring you into said trap. You see what I'm saying? Because you're giving them eye contact, so you're not really looking down around you and seeing if there's anything that's coming up along your way. You're just kind of so focused on what this person has going on that you're not focusing on what is around you or what's going on in your surroundings. So I feel like this person knows it, and I feel like this person is doing everything in their power to try to set that trap, to trap you, because they know they have nothing else. They don't have any other leg to stand on, Cancer. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't have any other leg to stand on. That's all they have. So once you cut that off, oh my goodness, they just look miserable at that point. Okay? And then you can just kind of shake your head and just say, mm. You know what I'm saying? Bless their heart, pretty much, because it's a game, Cancer. It's a game, and it's meant to pull you down in agony, okay? Because typically what happens to someone who is in the trap is they start to feel stuck, right? And it's frustrating because had they had just paid attention, they wouldn't fall into the trap, right? So it's almost like a self-inflicted partially, even though there's a whole victimizer who's doing terrible things that no confident person, stand-up person would have to do to another human being just to feel like something. Do you see what I'm saying? So because of this, you start to then guilt yourself, right? And that's bad because we all know that that brings on stress, right? And I'm sure with the onset of that kind of stress, like, you know what I'm saying? That in the moment, okay? Because when they choose to trauma bond you, it's not just going to be when you expect it. It's going to be when you think everything is all good and you can just pretty much ease on out the door, and go your own way. No, 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 no. You won't be doing that on this person's time because they have to show you that they matter more, okay, than anything you think you have going on right now. And if you don't act accordingly, guess what? They have to turn it up a notch because apparently you're not getting it. Or maybe you don't really hear what they're trying to say. So they got to speak a little louder. So they get more and more arrogant. Do you see what I'm saying? So, because obviously you're not giving the reaction that they're needing. They need the reaction of you being stressed out, your chest caving in on you because you're having a panic attack, because you are putting guilt on yourself because you are feeling stuck in a trap that you pretty much kind of looked over. Do you know what I mean? You knew this person was capable of setting traps because that's what they do. Let's be honest and let's be clear. When you have someone that is that arrogant and that calculating and that manipulative, trust me and trust and believe you this person is waiting on an opportunity, okay, to set a trap. And it's going to be when you don't give a shit, okay? It's going to be when you care the least about what this person is doing. So look out for the signs. And once you know you're in a space that the trauma bonder, should I say, feels threatened by, that's when you have to really protect yourself. Say, for instance, you're having a kick-ass day at work, okay? All of your clients are responding to your emails, right? Like immediately, your stuff is going from red into the black, you know. You're not getting a ton of incoming calls, but you're able to make a bunch of outgoing. Like you're just having a kick-ass day. All right. Your boss is happy, even like making, fake compliments at you. So it's a good day for you, right? Things are going well in the office. You even go out to lunch and it's a beautiful day outside. You stop and you get all of your things that you need for yourself. You stop and get your self-care. Can you imagine stopping to go and get candles and bubble bath and what do you call the sea salt? Um, the salt, the Epsom salt. Yes, that Dr. Teal's, okay? I'm telling you, I should buy stock in it because I have to have it. But yes, you get all the things, right? You get your favorite drink, you get your favorite snack, you get ice, you're ready to go, and you go home, park the car. go inside, and the first thing that you see when you walk through the door, you have a big smile on your face, right? Because you've just had a really kick-ass, wonderful day, and you're feeling on top of the moon. Well, you're not greeted by that, okay? That energy, you're not getting that. You get someone who is frowned up. You get someone who is not even giving you eye contact. You know what I mean? Um, Minding their own business, doing their own thing. And, sometimes this person is talking to other people, um, just not even paying you any attention. None. You're ready to, shoot the shit, right? Talk about your day, find out about theirs, that sort of thing. But you don't get that because the first frequency that you feel when you see the look on this person's face is misery and frustration and bitterness. And like they just don't even want you to even be around, or they don't even want to be around you. You know what I mean? It just is very debilitating to someone's energy levels, to their mood, to their mental health, their emotional, um, you know, emotional energy. All of that is just, it does something to a person. So, can you imagine? Then you're feeling like, okay, well, I'll just go and hide in the corner, right? Because I definitely don't want to speak to this person too much because I don't know what kind of, you know, wire this person is on. I don't know what this person is trying to do. I don't know if they're trying to start an argument or if they're angry about something or that, whatever. But I'm going to go back here, right, and hide. So you do that. You don't make a fuss. You're quiet. You're doing your thing. Next thing you know, this person is, you know, throwing things around, you know, making noise. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, this person has an issue. You can just feel it. You know what I mean? But you refuse to say anything because you know the minute you say something, that's asking for a whole fucking fight. Do you hear me? It's asking for an entire fucking situation. So you don't say a word. You don't say a word. You continue to sit in silence and wait for all of the noise and whatever is taking place to stop, right? Then it stops. So then you sit there and you're like, okay, maybe they're calming down. Maybe this person will come and break the ice. And definitely this person is going to come to me. I'm definitely not going to provoke them by going to them because history shows that if you do, something is going to happen and then it's going to be a problem and it's going to turn into you did something to them. So you don't. You just sit there and you wait. And well, pretty soon, nothing happens. Pretty soon, nothing happens. So you're still sitting there looking stupid, right? And then there's the energy of, well, okay, I'm just going to go about my business. And if that person wants to be bothered, they'll let me know. If not, I'll be safer just not even asking. So you sit there, right? A couple minutes goes by, then you hear this person grooming themselves because trust me, when you're in a relationship long enough with a person and you're living with this person, you know every move they're making. They know every move you're making. The sound of the way this person walks when they're going out of the house is different than the sound that you hear when they're walking to the kitchen to get a Dr. Pepper. Right? Right. So, you hear this person grooming to go outside, right? But no communication with you. So you sit there and you wait like a lady should do. Or if you're a gentleman and you hear your lady doing that, I definitely feel like you need to just sit there and wait and feel like, what the hell is going on? No, you sit there and wait and see what's going to happen, okay? So keep sitting, keep sitting, keep sitting. The next thing you know, you hear a boom. And it's the door slamming. This person's gone. They leave. And you're like, okay, so now what? That's the first sign of a trauma bonder. Okay? That's a trauma bonder. That's a trauma bonding situation. That is when you know that there's a controller and a controllee. Okay? Now, the only way you can stop a trauma bonding situation, okay, is if, okay, you emotionally disconnect from whatever the punishment is going to be. Did you get that? I'll say it again. The only way that you can pretty much conquer a trauma bonding situation is if you emotionally disconnect from whatever the punishment is going to be if you don't care. Just don't give a shit. Try not giving a shit for 10, 15 minutes and see how many reactions you get. You'll probably get a text message for the first time in like 12 months. Like, this person doesn't even send you text messages to say good morning like they used to. Or, you know what I mean? They don't call you anymore. They don't care. This is a trauma bonding situation. You are silent for 5 minutes. This person is all over you. That's a trauma bonding situation. Okay? Know the signs and either be willing to disconnect from the punishment that you're going to get if you don't fall into the trap, or fall into the trap. Okay? You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. And I'm telling you, that's rough. That's rough. I know exactly what it means to be in a situation where there's no real, true love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel true love, but you know that the other person doesn't feel true love for me, you know. So yeah, that's difficult. That's hard AF. Okay? And y'all know what that stands for. But that is difficult. That's difficult. I don't wish that on anybody. However, there are ways. There are ways. The first way, though, is recognition. Okay? Recognition, and then acceptance. Okay? And after you accept it, you're going to have to forgive yourself first. Don't move until you do that. And then once you get through and you processing shit and you processing people, okay, then that's when you need to categorize and prioritize. Okay? By categorize and prioritize, why this is turning into a channeled lesson, because it is. I don't know. I'm sorry, but this is what this is for. Someone needs to hear this, and I'll come back and do a reading. Okay? But someone needs to hear this, so I'm going to say it. You don't have to listen. You probably left a while ago if this isn't for you. But if it is, please keep your ears open, because this is a lesson on how to break free from a narcissist. And I'm not talking about any narcissist. I'm talking about long-term bondage. Okay? So so getting back to the steps here. All right? Is recognition, acceptance. All right? And then healing. You have to heal. You got to do your shadow work. And then you're going to categorize and prioritize. When you categorize, you're putting people in certain overall containers, because there's buckets that people go in. You have the good people, you have the bad people, you have the rich people, you have the poor people, you have the lazy people, the hardworking people, those kind of categories. Okay? And then you determine, in order of priority, what buckets you want near you, right? And then once you prioritize, you've got to move accordingly. You systematically set people either at a certain distance, wherever they need to fall in line of priority, or you bring people closer to you, depending on, once again, the level of priority, and you move accordingly. The buckets that you don't prefer are going to be the furthest away from you, or not even a bucket that you consider to matter, right? Put the narcissist in that bucket that you don't consider and that doesn't matter. Create a bucket for that, or for those types of energies. Place those individuals in that bucket and then act accordingly. Okay? Only the people close to you are in the buckets that are closest to you, so you can only really deal with so much, right? Because your reach can only go so far. See what I mean? There you go. That's how you do that. And also, your resources, your blessings, your manifestations from heaven, everything that God is blessing you with, don't let good be called or evil spoken of. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let your evil be good spoken of. You know what I'm saying? Spoken for good. Don't. And it's vice versa. But especially the first, the prior. Because if you take what God intended to be a blessing for you and you allow someone else to pillage it away, guess what? Guess who God is going to be more upset with? Not the person that pillaged it away. And certainly they're expected to do that, right? Because that's what they're there for. That was their path. That was their whole purpose. But you, not you, you had a whole different intention set for you. And that was supposed to be for your purpose and that intention. But you allowed this person to, pretty much jack you over and to take advantage of that and to ruin your energy, to ruin your mood, to ruin your stress level. I mean, to have you just out here looking crazy and just frustrated and sad and miserable and lonely. The lone part 2. I'm going to do this in scenes because that was a crazy intro, but it definitely is going to reflect to the message that we're doing. So I'm going to pull the oracle messages first. Won't let go in the reverse. Put your money where your mouth is. Ooh, legal matters in the reverse. The night time is the right time. That card makes me laugh every time. I can't believe it. Sucker for love. Yeah. Yep. Don't be a sucker for love. This person is going to use that emotional energy to sucker you back in. That's what it's going to be. And that's why we have this nighttime is the right time card. Because they know that that's the only light that they have to stand on here, is to love bomb you. Right? Sucker for love. Legal matters in the reverse. All right? So put your money where your mouth is. This has a couple of meanings. Okay? So this can either refer to someone, turning their words into action, or this can lean towards someone who's taking a particular risk, okay? And they're taking a risk to support something that they believe in, okay? So they're speaking up. They're speaking up, or they're taking action. They're not standing for something any longer, basically. So they're taking a risk. They're risking whatever this narcissist punishment is going to be if you don't comply, right? And you're not going for the bullshit anymore. Do you hear me? You're not going for the trauma bond, the trauma bonder, okay? You're not going to be a part of it. You're sticking up for yourself. And this says, won't let go. And it was in the reverse. Won't let go in the reverse. Listen, the minute you emotionally let go is when this narcissist clown, the runner, okay, the one that you were chasing all this time, is now going to become overly attached, right? Because they see you slipping away. That's the only reason. Not because they really care, not because they've always wanted you there by their side, feeling safe. No, it's because now they feel unsafe, right? Their victim is about to escape. That is like that deer wriggling itself out of that trap that was so cleverly set. What do you mean, Cancer, that you don't care? What do you mean? What do you mean you're not worried about if I get upset with you? What do you mean you're not scared of what I won't do for you or with you? You know what I mean? What do you mean, Cancer? I'm everything to you. Or so this person thought. Okay. I think that was the bigger mistake. They were very, very overly confident. Okay. They were overly confident. They didn't know who they were dealing with, though, because you're over it. Okay. You're just plain over it. And you don't give a shit. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the Four of Cups come out. Okay? Once we get to the tarot. But tell me about Cancer. Let's look at this oracle. Message for you. Okay? Look at this. Trauma bonder. Addiction and Cupid's arrow. This person uses emotional traps. They set emotional traps and they use those same traps to also punish their victim if their victim is thinking about getting away from them. It says codependent, obsession, possession, okay, controlling, has a block or a restraint, all right? And then this says Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting or hesitation here. See, this person is trying to get you to hesitate. They're using the love bombing technique. You know what I'm saying? You know, give Cancer something and then threaten to take it away. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, love bombing. And therefore, that's that form of control that'll make Cancer codependent. Because we know that Cancer is expecting me. I'm the only person that's going to give this to Cancer. So if I don't give it to Cancer, she's going to go without, or he's going to go without. So I know that I'll have Cancer doing whatever I want them to and just no time at all. Right? However, the problem is that Cancer is not always going to be trapped in a little bubble, okay, of thinking that it's all about this person, okay? One day, Cancer is going to get out of the bubble and Cancer is going to go, explore the world one day, right? Or someone might stop Cancer and help a damsel in distress on the side of the road one day, okay? When Cancer reached out to their person and their person refused to answer. You know what I mean? So neither here nor there. You get my point in saying that no one is safe out here in these streets. Okay? So while this person was playing the game, they weren't being available. They weren't telling you when they were leaving the house. They weren't respecting you. they were causing problems for you. Well, Cancer, now the shoe's on the other foot, potentially. Or this person can believe or think anything they want. All they know is that you're not checking for them any further. And they don't get it. They don't understand why. Let's see. Tell us more about Cancer, please. Yeah, they're using love bombing tactics here, Cancer. And I saw this. I channeled this energy earlier today. Okay? And I was like, oh no. Oh no, we're not doing none of that up in here. Okay? So this is a public service announcement. This is important information. Okay? So we have a woman holding a coin. And for all intents and purposes, Cancer, I'm guessing that this is your energy here because you care about this person, right? You care about this person. But this woman holding this coin is also looking over their shoulder. Let's get a close up. See that? They're looking somewhat over their shoulder, kind of side-eyeing someone. Do you see what I mean? And the coin that this woman is holding is in the shape of a heart. So there's some care, that this person has. And there's also an energy of being seduced. Okay, just looking at how this feminine energy is dressed. Do you see what I'm saying? With flowers in her hair. So definitely someone with a love interest here, right? And this could also indicate someone who just got out of, just woke up, okay? Somebody that just woke up. Or someone that was, with their person. I'm being silly. I was being sarcastic then. But yes, someone who was with their person. They're holding the coin for this person, but they're side-eyeing the person. Right? So woman holding a heart. I said a coin. It's woman holding a heart. So holding their feelings, basically. And feeling some type of way. And I feel like from this person, look, the thinking man. This is the narcissist. Number 46. 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay. The thinking man. Okay, this is pretty dangerous here. But this is someone who is up to something. This person is trying to figure out why this isn't really working the way it used to work. Do you see what I'm saying? Because Cancer, you're holding your heart, but you're looking over your shoulder. So you're side-eyeing the situation. You're not falling for it the way you used to here. That's what I'm getting. You're not falling for things the way that you used to when it comes to this person. So more oracle messages, and then we're going to look at the tarot here. Okay, so let's just see. Tell me more about Cancer. Why is Cancer looking over her shoulder here? Is it, like I said, you're just waiting on the moment, okay, to do what you have to do? Because you're aware of this person? Whoa. Look. Oh, y'all. I'm going to show you. Strife, know, and ride. Period, point and blank. Okay? Period, point blank. Arguments, sudden endings, third-party meddling, mind games. Okay? Mind games, manipulation, and gaslighting. Look at this. See? See? And no, it will not happen. What did I tell you, Cancer? This ain't that. Okay? This will not be happening here. Not today. Making the wrong decision. Okay? See what I'm saying? And we have ride, new car, new motorcycle, mechanical issues, tickets, accident, restoring, accessorizing, and getting licensed. Yeah. Okay. So Cancer, this is the Chariot here for you. This is you definitely moving away from this person, getting in your car. I'm picturing you driving away. Okay. With everything that you care about. Like you're carrying everything that you care about when you walk away from this person, because you're making a decision. No more strife. Like, you will not get that off on me again. You will not be able to get that one off on me. Not this time. You did it once. You did it twice. You may have even done it a few more times after that, but you won't do it again. There's only so much that one can take. And I feel like in this case, Cancer, you're done. Let's look under the deck here. Keys on a ring. Many options. Decision. Unconventional. String along. One night stand. Do you see this? And then camera, it says perception. Learn from the past. Reminiscing. Yeah. You're moving on. Keys on a ring. And you have ride here. This is, you're getting in the car and you're getting ready to go. Strife and no, you just are tired of it, Cancer. You're tired of the toxicity. Addiction and Cupid's arrow. This is like the lovers and the devil all at the same time. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, that's like the devil and the Knight of Cups. Okay? It's like a passive, aggressive type of toxicity that doesn't really, it's like they do things and then they hide their hand because they don't really want you to know what they're up to. That's the worst kind. I'm telling you, that is the worst kind of narcissist. I'm like, just own up to the fact that you're trying to manipulate someone. Like, just act like 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Just own up to it. But no, you gotta be sneaky and sly and slick with it until you trick the person, and then they're under your spell. Okay? So it's all about breaking the spell, Cancer. How does one break the spell of a narcissist? How do we do that here? How does one go about breaking the spell of a narcissist, especially one where things were good in the past, right? We have the Sun, and then look, we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. I feel like someone This is an energy of someone coming clean about something. Someone did something in the past, or there's just an energy of someone who's out in the open, like they're not hiding something. They're very, very out in the open, very confident about, and this is like something that most people would be sneaky about. This person, they're very cocky. They're not afraid of people seeing the truth. There's a truth here. And with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this person, it's like they're not afraid of the truth coming out about something. Okay, look, we have the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Someone is making the decision to walk away from someone. They are. With the Ten of Swords, this person is just like completely done here, Cancer. Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's waiting for someone to come around, or waiting for someone to come back around, or waiting for someone to show interest in them. But with the Ten of Swords here, I feel like there's an energy of this person is going to be left on red here. They're going to keep waiting. You see what I'm saying? Because there's an energy of someone deciding to get on this horse and to go, and I don't see them coming back. Okay? The Ten of Swords is telling me that this person is not coming back. They were thinking about it, but they decided, no, this is the last time that this is going to happen here. So what is this truth here? Okay, and why is there an energy of someone, oh, Cancer, no. This talks about someone learning their lesson after they find out a truth. And this is someone making a final decision that they don't want to be left out in the cold. They're tired of being abandoned. They're tired of being walked out on. So this person made a decision to leave the connection and never come back again. The problem is this person is thinking that, you're going to come back. They're thinking, oh, Cancer will be back. Just give Cancer some time with the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Cups, or the Knight of Cups. Cancer will be back. Cancer will be back, begging me to talk to them, begging me to take them out, begging me to give them attention. This person is super cocky, okay, which is what bothers me the most. Look, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. It's like this person, they're minding their own business. With the Five of Cups, this is an energy of somebody who doesn't even care. This is like somebody who is just like just completely devastated, like completely devastated, let down. Why? With the Three of Pentacles and the Hangman, they were hoping that you would stay and work things out with them. You know what I'm saying? But with the Eight of Cups, Cancer, the Eight of Cups, this was too much. It was too much. It was emotionally too much for you to handle. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have the Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here. And you have the Hierophant. So you're walking away from this connection, and with the Three of Cups, there's an energy of you, talking to other people, going out with other people, entertaining, company, having fun out with friends. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles here and the Hierophant, this is giving me energy of I feel like you care, but there's an energy of you are wiser now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you care about this person, but with the Hierophant, you're wiser. You've learned your lesson, Cancer, and you are not willing to go back to the bullshit. Exactly what I said from the very beginning. You're not willing to go back to the bullshit here. You can't. You just can't. So, like I said, Three of Pentacles with the Hangman. There's an energy of leaving this person completely on red. Not without good reason, but it's just going to be such a shock for this person because it's not what they're expecting at all. Okay? They're not expecting you to be so bold. Okay, tell me about the Sun card and the Seven of Swords in the reverse here. What is it that you saw or found out? Ooh, too many cards. Way too many cards. What did you see or find out, Cancer? Spirit, angels, guides. So, Three of Pentacles. I feel like there was a third party. There was a third party, or this person was talking to other people. You know what I'm saying? That, yeah, with the Ten of Wands, I feel like this, and the Six of Cups, this may have been an ex or someone from their past. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like it was it was hard for you to deal with this, or it was hard for you to like manage. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. It was a lot. And I feel like it was too much for you to really carry. I feel like the fact that this person did what they did was too much for you. It was too much. That Ten of Wands talks about someone who is burdened, okay, to the point of giving up. They're burnt out. They can't carry the load any further. It's too much for them. They're struggling with the situation. So whatever this person did, it was extremely difficult for this person to continue going in the connection, and knowing that this person was capable of doing this. Tell me about the Judgment card and the Five of Pentacles. It's like this person made a decision to abandon the connection, and I feel like this is pretty much the final straw for you. Okay, and look, we have the Justice card here. See, there's consequences here. There's consequences. This person did not consider. Under the deck, look, Six of Wands here. This talks about being seen. And I feel like the weight of all of this, Cancer, may be too heavy. I feel like there's a lot that comes with this that others can see. Okay, Six of Wands talks about ego and how it makes you feel, how others are looking at the situation. All right, and the Justice card can definitely refer to, other friends. All right, people that you respect. And there's just an energy of feeling some type of way. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups. Like this person thought that they would just wait it out and you would eventually come back, right? Or you told this person you were going to take some time and think about things. But look, Two of Wands here. This is someone who is making plans, but they're holding the world in their hand. Okay? They're looking back towards the past, but they're making plans to leave. But they're standing in the middle and holding on to the past. However, they're holding on to one wand, all right? And that's that passion that we talked about. And remember I said this person is using that addiction, that Cupid's arrow, that trauma bonding, the gaslighting, all that, the love bombing. That's what they're hoping on, Cancer, to keep you from leaving. Under the deck, Queen of Pentacles. See, with the Eight of Cups, I told you, they are playing on your emotions to keep you from walking away. Period. Oh my God. But with the Sun and the Five of Wands, Cancer, the truth of what this person did ultimately is too much for you to bear. It's too much for you to bear. Okay? And with the Eight of Pentacles here and the Five of Cups, Cancer, you have your head down. It's almost like you're just kind of focused on taking care of your needs and the things that you need in order to prosper. Because with the Five of Cups, you are feeling very, very hurt, okay? Very disappointed, right? And like I said, embarrassed, right? So you're focused on getting your money up right now. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. You may be thinking about how you can, get your money right. Look at this. So you can leave. Look, the Devil in the reverse. This talks about freeing yourself from this toxic bond. Freeing yourself from this snake energy. What did I tell you? What did I say? What did I tell you? And there it is. The Devil in the reverse talks about breaking free from bonds, from chains, from bondage, from someone being controlling and possessive, and at the same time not being loving, okay? Not caring. Like, that's crazy. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? With the Eight of Wands, Cancer, you're moving towards something new. You want to manifest, okay? You're freeing those bondages, these chains, and you are now free to manifest. And with the Eight of Wands, Cancer, this talks about you moving very quickly once you get your freedom. You see what I mean? Very, very quickly. And as this also talks about you talking to other people, could be talking to multiple people. Like I said, I'm seeing you with this whole Eight of Cups, Three of Cups. Like you go from walking away from this person to going out on straight up, like, I don't know, 2-minute dates. You know how you go on those dates where you like meet new people, but you like go from table to table and you have 2 minutes to talk. I see this is like that energy. Tell me about the Eight of Cups here with the Three of Cups, please. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. Cancer, guess what we have? We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. This talks about a toxic relationship. This is also someone who is, you know, really very much in their emotions and thinking very much with their heart. And remember, we had the woman holding the heart and side-eyeing this person. Cancer, you're pissed. And I feel like there's an energy of you almost kind of getting your groove back in a way. Okay, we saw the Justice card. We also saw it twice, or there's an energy of consequences here. We saw, yep, the Justice card twice. Right here. Okay, and then we have it again. So, that's interesting. But it makes sense. Under the deck, the King of Cups. Yes. So it's so crazy because this person is definitely going to be in their feelings, because the moment you walk away from this person, like the moment you separate from this person, you're already talking, you're already dating, you're already doing all the things, having a good time even. Okay. And it's going to piss this person off, right? With the Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, Cancer. They are not going to be happy at all. Okay? At all here. At all, Cancer. Okay? You're supposed to be, crying and upset and in your feelings here. But we're going to talk about that in 1 second. Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Oh, that card just... Oh, see? Five of Pentacles. I cannot make this up, y'all. Second time we got this card. We got the Three of Pentacles twice with the Five of Pentacles twice. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, Cancer, this person is going to cry in the car. Okay? Because they're upset because you're not upset. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're gone. It has to do with the fact that you're leaving. They could care less about the fact of whether you're there or gone. But the fact that you left them, no, not happening. See? Ace of Swords with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. They are dealing with the truth of the fact that you walked away and you have other options, Cancer. This person is depressed with the Two of Swords. Like you just cut and ran. And they're trying to face the facts of that. See what I'm saying? That Ace of Swords talks about somebody dealing with the truth of the matter. And they're having a hard time here, okay, with the Page of Swords. Like, this person is all in your timeline. They're in your DMs. They're trying to figure out what the hell you're doing, with who, and how in the hell did this happen, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, you're supposed to be crying over this person. But with the Hierophant here, under the deck, or that came out with it, no, you're not crying at all. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, please. Please. Knight of Pentacles here. Interesting, because that Knight of Pentacles reflects an energy of someone who is committed. This is an energy of someone who is moving very slowly, but they are moving forward with intention. right? They are moving forward. I feel like this person took too long. Okay, they took too long. With the Hierophant here, this may even reflect the energy of this person wanting you to feel some type of way about a commitment that they're going to make. Okay, they may make some sort of proposal to you, that they're going to change, Cancer, but you're just like, I'm sorry, with the Death card under the deck. Look, and this is the Queen of Cups, see? And the Fool. I'm telling you, there's an energy of I'm sorry, and the Five of Cups here. I'm sorry. I know you want to heal things. I know you want to work things out all of a sudden. But with the Fool and the Five of Cups, I've already left. You know what I mean? You hurt me way back here. You know what I'm saying? You devastated me when I found out the truth about what you did with this third party person. And you left me hanging then, right? So I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the energy that I'm seeing here for you and this person. So I'm going to come back in part 2. We'll look at the challenges and the advice. I will pull some cards for this person. Their energy is pretty sad right now, but I will pull some energy around this person to see, what they were thinking and what they're going to end up doing. And then we'll look at the final outcome. And if we have time at the end, we'll do Cancer versus all 12. I'll see you in part 2. I love you. Bye.